simple drill, one question at a time. If you have a follow-up question, please raise your hands. While clicking photos, don't use flash where the player is answering. Who wants to go in first?
शहबाज, ये पहला मुकाबला है इस सीजन में घर लखनऊ का होम ग्राउंड में। किस तरीके से प्रिपेयर है आप और पूरी टीम?
लास्ट गेम के बाद काफ़ी बेहतर टीम लग रही है और पहला गेम है तो काफ़ी अच्छी है टीम ने लास्ट गेम के बाद और काफ़ी अच्छी तैयारी की है टीम का जो चलता है।
वैसे लखनऊ में कान्हा की पिच पे हमेशा लाल मिट्टी काली मिट्टी की डिबेट चलती है, तो ऐसा कुछ इंडिकेशन कि किस पिच को प्रेफर करेंगे, जो प्रो बैटिंग हो या फिर बॉलर्स के लिए जो मुफीद हो?
मुझे लगता है दोनों के लिए इस क्रिकेट में वो रहेगा और जो बॉलर्स के लिए अगर बात करें तो बॉलर्स के लिए बड़ा ग्राउंड है यहाँ पे और बैट्समैन और कोई भी बैट्समैन चाहता है कि वो रेड सॉइल पर बैटिंग करे, तो मुझे लगता है कि स्टार्टिंग में पेसर्स को थोड़ी मदद मिल सकती है बट बैटर्स के लिए भी इतना ही चाहते हैं।
क्या जिस तरह से 220 रन बन रहे हैं, आपको लगता है कि इकाना भी उसी तरह का ग्राउंड है?
मुझे लगता है कि एकाना में कंपेयर टू अदर्स ग्राउंड थोड़ा इस बॉलर्स के लिए मदद रहेगा क्योंकि बड़ा ग्राउंड है, सारे बॉलर्स के पास एक स्किल होती है बड़े ग्राउंड को कैसे यूज़ करना है, तो मुझे लगता है कि हाई स्कोरिंग होगा मैच लेकिन इतना हाई स्कोरिंग नहीं होगा जैसे हैदराबाद में और जैसे और ग्राउंड पे
सवाल आकाशदीप की फिटनेस का क्या अपडेट है?
आकाशदीप के फिटनेस का मुझे प्रॉपरली पता नहीं है बट इतना सुनने में आया कि वो फिट हो रहा है और बड़ी जल्दी टीम को ज्वाइन करने वाला है।
हाय शहबाज, ये रेड सॉइल और ब्लैक सॉइल पिच पे पर्सनली आपको क्या डिफरेंस लगता है बॉलिंग करने में एज स्पिनर? किस तरह से क्या एडजस्टमेंट करना पड़ता है?
रेड सॉइल विकेट पर थोड़ा बॉल उतना बैट पे आता नहीं है, थोड़ा लो बाउंस रहता है बट रेड सॉइल विकेट पे बाउंस रहता है और बॉल थोड़ा ट्रैवल करता है, तो यही रहता है कई बार विकेट जब ड्राई होता है तो स्पिनर्स के लिए काफ़ी मदद होता है और जब थोड़ा ग्रास होता है विकेट पे तो उसमें थोड़ा स्पिनर्स के लिए मदद नहीं होता है, लेकिन अभी जो 2 दिन में लास्ट विकेट देखा उस पर काफ़ी ग्रास है, तो मुझे लगता है कि पेसर्स के लिए मदद रहेगा।
एज ए स्पिनर एज ए बॉलर जो इतने हाई स्कोर बनते हैं तो एज ए बॉलर आप स्पेशली स्पिनर्स के लिए क्या चैलेंज है आईपीएल जैसे टूर्नामेंट में?
सर चैलेंज तो काफ़ी है, स्पिनर्स के लिए नहीं सभी बॉलर्स के लिए चैलेंज है, खासतौर से जब से इम्पैक्ट प्लेयर रूल ऐड हुआ है तो जो पहले जो बॉलर्स विकेट जो प्रेशर था आजकल बैटर्स पे नहीं होता है, तो अभी मेंटली अपने आप को प्रिपेयर करने लगे बॉलर टीम इस चैलेंजेस के लिए और बॉलर्स के लिए बस यही है कि अगर बड़ा ग्राउंड एटलीस्ट अगर बॉलर्स को मिल जाए तो उसको यूज़ कर सकते हैं और एकाना में उम्मीद है कि बॉलर्स यूज़ करेंगे।
Do we have any more questions? Final one.
सर आपके लिए एक नई टीम है तो और आपका मतलब पिछला 1-2 सीजन बहुत अच्छा गया था, आप इंडियन टीम में आए थे, फिर 1-2 सीजन थोड़ा डिग्री हुआ, आप इसको अपने इस सीजन को आप अपने लिए कितना चैलेंजिंग देखते हैं? कुछ नया किया या कुछ लक्ष्य बना गया है इसीलिए?
ऐसा मेरा जो रोल रहता है हमेशा टीम में जितना भी आईपीएल में खेला है जितना भी क्रिकेट खेला वो सेम ही रहता है ऑलमोस्ट, और वही रोल मैं इस टीम के लिए भी प्ले करना चाहता हूँ, जैसे लोअर ऑर्डर में बैटिंग जो भी उस दिन का उस मैच का डिमांड हो और वही बॉलिंग में जहाँ भी मेरा यूज हो सकता है वहाँ पर मैं टीम के लिए अच्छा परफॉर्म कर सकूँ, वही मेरा प्लान है और उम्मीद करता हूँ कि सीजन अच्छा हमारी टीम करेगी और उम्मीद करता हूँ कि मैं भी अच्छा परफॉर्म करूँ।
Team that also beat Hyderabad, and how do you see the challenge in the match tomorrow?
I think first part of your question, yeah, it has been a while between our first 2 games, and we've actually got a little bit late for a 3rd game as well. So it's been a slow start to the tournament for us game-wise, but I think the advantage that gives us is that we can actually prepare, and the guys can prepare their skills to face the next challenge. We know this is going to be probably spin-heavy. That's not what we got in the first game. We faced a couple of spinners, we bowled okay, but now we might face 3 or 4. So the guys have been preparing for that the last few days, and I think the beauty of the 7-day gap was that we do have time to prepare for it.
Shred is leading from the front. He scored well in the previous match. Do you think so? He is bringing so much changes in your side because the Punjab is looking quite different from the previous season.
He brings. I can't speak for previous seasons because I wasn't with this team. But speaking of Shiraz, I've worked with him before in Delhi. He's very calm, and I think that's what he brings any team he's part of. His batting is his batting, and it's world class, and it's got to a point now, even in the last 7 weeks, with what he's done at the Champions Trophy and the rest of that, he's now considered one of the better short form players in the world, I'm sure. From a captaincy viewpoint, he keeps everything calm on the field. The bowlers were raving about it after the first game, that like how clear he is with his communication, how calm he is when the ball's flying around, when the game gets on the line, he's still very calm. So, like even when he was a young captain in Delhi, it was no surprise to me to see the amount of success he's had as a leader in the other franchises he's been to in KKR. So I'm really happy to be back involved with him. We're very lucky to have him as captain and looking forward to the next part of the season.
Hi, still early days in the competition, but how do you feel like revoking the saliva ban is working out for the bowlers? Clearly, it worked out well for you guys in the last game.
Archdeep enjoyed it. He was going to work on the ball properly with slider, and we did get a little bit of swing in that last game at the end. But to be fair, that came at the expense of getting a dry ball as well, because we didn't change our ball, and that probably affected Yuzi a little bit as well, because he wasn't bowling with the dry ball for that game. So we have to weigh up what we're going to need the most, whether we're going to need to try and get a little bit of tail with the older ball, or whether we're going to need to give our world-class spinner a dry ball to make an impact with in the last 10 overs of the innings. So we're going to have to weigh that up game to game based on conditions.
There has been so much debate about the type of pitches and home advantage, and is it okay to have a home advantage, and should the pitches be to the favor of the home team?
I think it's fine. I think it's fine to have a home ground advantage. If that home ground advantage is you have a spin heavy attack and you can play on a spinning wicket, that's fine. Like at the end of the day, if you're playing there, like you only play one game there, you just got to prepare accordingly and try to combat that. I don't think there's many teams in this tournament that don't have spin options in their squad that they can't roll out on a spin heavy attack. I think it's fine. And in a competition that in the last two years, I think has got very batting centric. Like the scores are starting to get large. I think it's fine that teams can play with a little bit of home ground advantage. Like I haven't seen a pitch that's unplayable by any means. Like if we're talking 170, they didn't produce a very good wicket. I don't think that's real. I think it's fine to slightly favour to your home team.
What do you think of the pitch here?
At the moment, it looks pretty good. It's changed a lot. We've been here for a while now, so it's changed a lot over the last few days. Looks like it's going to be a pretty good wicket. Like scores, it's over the last couple of years here. The pitches have been a bit different game to game, but as I just said in the previous answer, we know that had their injuries on a fast bowling front. We know they were spin heavy in the first game. They got Arvesh back, which was a big in for them the last game, and so we'll just have to wait until tomorrow night to see whether they go spin heavy again on pace heavy. But the pitch looks fine. It looks like a normal wicket.
Do you have any more questions? Yeah, fine.
How difficult it is to contain hard-hitting batsmen like Hyderabad had a line of them and then couldn't really go into the attack. So as a bowler, what do you think should a bowler be aiming at? Is it variation, pace, change or something like that?
I think it's doing all of what you just said. I think I heard Mitchell Starc make a comment after yesterday's game that you just got to think out of the box a little bit. And to be honest, you need in the first 6 overs like the cut shot to fly straight to deep point. You need that to happen sometimes. Every team's going to have their plans on how to combat players, and I think what we've seen on these grounds and on these pitches sometimes, someone like Horan, for example, he's had an unbelievable last 2 years. It's just about trying to limit the damage sometimes. You're really aggressive with him in his first 5 or 6 balls and you're trying to get him out. And then it's almost what you've seen teams doing, like they're trying to shut the game down the 7th over. Like they're bowling Yorkers straight away. They're starting to do that. They're not waiting until the 15th over. Like we had a guy come in the last game and bowl Yorkers from the first ball he bowled and try to bowl 8 innings in a row. So I think you're going to see teams start to do that a little bit, which I think will bring the batting back a little bit as well. But world-class batters are world-class batters, and you got to expect there's going to be 4s and 6s. It's just trying to limit the damage all the time.